Like children, we might know, why can't I know it? But I can't really know it, you see, because I am a child. Our outward happening has a seed within. Yeah. You see, there is pain, there is joy, there is suffering. The seeds of all these things, pain, anxiety, struggle, the seed of that thing is within. Unless that struggle is there, that anxiety is there, I cannot really make progress. So it is kind of purposely planted there, it's seeded there, as if kind of seeded purposely there. Our outward happenings have a seed within, and even this random fate, that limitless chance, this mass of unintelligible are the dumb graph of truths that work unseen. Truths that work unseen. We don't know that thing, but we can't read those graphs also, see. But these are only outward signs. Outward happenings have their seed within, are the dumb graph of truth unseen. The laws of the unknown create the known. So the whole summary is here in this line. The laws of the unknown create the known. So that seed is there. It is that seed which has created this known. From that unknown, that seed within has created this known. The laws of the unknown. Now, our understanding, our known is still a limited known, because our faculties are not yet fully developed yet. There is still a lot of unknown in the known. We think we know, but there are plenty of things in that known which are unknown to us. We take them for granted as if we know them. So even in the known, what we call as known, there are so many unknowns present. There is so much of unknown present here. We are not aware of that. Yet the point is, all that thing is governed with the laws of the unknown. There is a purpose behind all that thing. Why you are ignorant? There is a purpose behind that thing. Why you are suffering? There is a purpose behind that thing. Why you are foolish? There is a purpose behind that, you see. You have to be foolish so that you become wise in the course of time, you see. The laws are known, create the known. The events that shape the appearance, our lives, are a cipher of subliminal quivering, So all that we see here around, what are they? They're a cipher of subliminal quivering. All that is happening within us, of that, they are only the cipher. Now, this cipher does not mean zero. This cipher does not mean zero. It is not shunya. It is not cipher. Shifra. It's not shifra. You see. Cipher. Actually, this word cipher comes from the Sanskrit word shubhra. Shubhra means white, blank, complete blank. You can't know white. It is blank. It has no features at all revealed to you. Shubhra, white. Shubhra has become Sifra in Persian. Sifra has become cipher in the European languages, you see, cipher. So it is not that shunya. Shunya means zero, void. It is not that shubhra, that void. This shubhra, the cipher has a separate meaning also. It also means code. It is a code of things. How does it translate? Cipher? He just put cipher. Shifra. Yeah, obviously. So he is. So actually, in English, the word cipher also means code. A code of things. Token, code. CODE, code. See, you give a code, you give a token. That is a code. You go to a bank, you give money, he gives you a token. That is a code. Now, I don't know whether that sense comes in that translation or not, of a code. You follow what I'm trying to say?
ATM number.
Yeah. Let me see. Well, I had done little search. This word cipher, it is various form. Ciphers, ciphered, cipher round. Those it appears in Savitri 13 times. It appears 13 times in Savitri. If you want, I can give the list also, but it's there 13 times. But then there is one important sentence in Savitri which brings out the sense of cipher as a code. 129.8. 129.8. Got it? These were but counters in mind symbol game. A gramophone disc, a reproduction film, a list of signs, a cipher, and a code. The full meaning of cipher is here. It is a counter, it is a code, it is a token, it is a sign. Now, this is in the context of Savitri's yoga. She was told to annul herself completely to become a cipher. That mind is not there. So, it is in that context I got this sentence here, you see. These were but counters in mind symbol game, a gramophone discs, a reproduction film, a list of signs, a cipher, and a code. They are all these minds, these thoughts which are coming and going, they are only signs, they are codes, they are tokens of things. Thoughts are coming. She is told that, you see, thoughts are coming to you. You annul those things completely yourself. Let them, you stop them here. Let the mind become silent. When the mind becomes silent, then the thoughts will disappear. So these thoughts which are coming here in that silent mind, they are the tokens, they are the codes, they are the ciphers. So the English sense of cipher here is of a code, of a token. The event that shaped the appearance of her life are a cipher of a subliminal quivering. So they are the signs of what is happening within us, inside us, in the subliminal, which really we surprise or vaguely feel, which really we surprise or vaguely who? The quiverings, the cipher, are an outcome of suppressed realities that hardly rise into material day. They are born from the spirit's sun of hidden power. So these tokens, they are born from the spirit's power, hidden powers, digging a tunnel through emergency. What a dense sentence this one is. You have to keep on pondering, disentangling all the clauses. Now, cipher of a supplement. You see, we are living in the digital world, and the entire digital language starts with 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. You see, that is on, it is on that basis the whole of digital technology is based. 0, 1, that's cipher. So that is a code. Itself is a code, you see. That 0 itself is a code. 1 is of course a digit, you see. So 0 is in that sense is a digit carrying some significance, some connotation. 0, 1 is like that, you see. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, yes, no, no. All those things are forming a language of their own, you see. If you know how to read that thing, then you have got a digital computer here, you see. The event that shape the appearance of our life are a cipher of subliminal quivering, which really we surprise or vaguely feel are an outcome of suppressed realities that hardly rise into the material day. They are born from the spirit sun of hidden power, digging a tunnel through emergency. But who shall pierce the cryptic calm? Yes, they are there, but who will go really? Who will strive and learn what deep necessity of the soul determine casual deed and consequence? Why the soul has plunged into the darkness, why it has taken birth into the mortal world. Of that we have no knowledge. But who will dig that thing? But who shall pierce into the cryptic gulf? Why the soul has taken? We are not really understanding that thing. The soul has definitely taken that plunge into the inconscience for a certain purpose. We don't understand that thing. We are missing the entire sense of its pursuit, of its plunge in that case, you see. And learn what deep necessity, there was a necessity. Had that plunge not occurred there would not have been any hope of bringing about an alchemic transformation of inconscience. If inconscience has to get transformed into consciousness, then the soul acts as an alchemic agent to build up around it slowly the powers of light, of knowledge, you see. So the soul is acting as an agent for the alchemic transformation of the inconscient nature of Prakriti, you see. Determine casual date and consequence. Who knows that? We don't know that. Absorbed in the routine of daily acts. Our eyes are fixed on an external scene. Yeah, that is what we are busy with all the while. Whether I will get this one today, whether I will have that tomorrow, whether I will be able to defeat my partner tomorrow in the match or not. You see, we are busy with that kind of a thing all the while. We hear the crash of waves of circumstance. Yeah, all that is what we hear, you see. And wonder at the hidden cause of things. Yet, a forcing knowledge might be ours. There is a hope because that soul has taken a purposeful plunge here. Why it has taken necessity of the soul, that deep necessity of the soul. If you understand that, then we know that the forcing knowledge might be ours. In fact, at the moment, might be ours. But the intention of the soul's plunge is that it should be ours. To convert this might into should be ours. It is for that purpose the soul has taken the plunge. Yet a forcing knowledge might be ours. If we could take our spirit stand within, if we could hear the muffled demon voice, there is the inner voice within us. If you can hear that, if you can take stand within, then that knowledge, yes, will be ours. That knowledge. Now that if is of course a very big if. The entire yoga sadhana, yoga tapasya of the individual is connected with that. If we take our spirit stand within, how many of us are even aware of it, you see? After becoming aware of it, how many of us really stick to that pursuit? If you could hear the muffled demon voice, if you could hear the deafened, even to hear the voice, go to Pondicherry, go to Chandanagar. That voice was there within him, but he has full confidence in him to go and abide by the demand, by the command of that voice, by that adesha. If you could hear the muffled voice, then the forcing knowledge could be ours, you see.
Why is it a demon? A demon is
Yeah. Now we'll come to that. Demon is actually in the sense of Greek philosophy. In the sense of Greek philosophy, the demon, the inner voice, the hidden voice. Now, Socrates has given all those beautiful arguments and all that kind of a thing, but who really governed the whole process? Socrates has given the entire philosophy, but who has built up that philosophy, how it is working, of that he has not revealed anywhere. He speaks that there is the inner demon who does all that, the inner voice. And that demon has not really come out very prominently in Greek thought. What has come out is the philosophy of Socrates, Plato's, but not the inner voice, the demon that has not emerged fully in the civilization at all, that you see. So it is the inner voice, the demon which is there, who is guiding us. We are not aware of it. So this word demon has a Greek association, Socratic philosophy. He tells you right or wrong. You see, for instance, we have no way of deciding, judging whether it is good or evil. You are going to do something and you don't know whether it is good or evil. You have no idea at all that. But then if you are attentive enough, that inner prompting will be there. No, 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 it is evil to you. Don't go there. Yes, 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 it is good to you. Go by that. It is that inner voice. So good and evil, our reason cannot discriminate. Our ambition, our heart cannot discriminate. Even intuition of the heart can fail. The intuition of the heart can also fail, because the heart's intuition can be colored by your association, by your ambition, by your connections and things like that, you see. That can also fail. So the demon, if you are able to hear properly, means if your other faculties are quiet and if you are able to get the voice clearly, then see, and the simplest example will be a cow is grazing in the grassland, in the pasture. It knows to avoid the poisonous weed. It knows. Now, where from that knowledge comes? There is a poisonous weed, there is a good weed and all that thing. It knows what to eat and what not to eat. There is a kind of a little demon in her who prompts her, do this, do that, you see. In every act it happens like that. In the big example, Shivandu, his soul was so ready that he could immediately receive and go entirely by that thing. He had full confidence in the guidance on that soul. Actually, when Shivandu was in Calcutta around 1910, before coming to Pondicherry, of course. No, 1909, yeah, before coming to Pondicherry. His guru, Vishnu Bhaskar Lele, who had given him the first initiation into the silent mind in Baroda around 1st January 1908, he visited Calcutta, met Shivandu there, and they had their experiences, their exchanges and that kind of a thing. Lele asked him, are you still practicing meditation? Are you doing this? Are you doing that kind of a thing? Then he says, I am constantly meditating. There is no question of my practicing meditation now. I am constantly in meditation. Whether I do this or do that, I am constantly in meditation. Are you able to hear that thing? Then Lele thought and also said that now he is being driven by a devil. He is hearing the devil's voice. Lele did not have that perception at all that he is in a different state altogether. And then he left, you see. He wanted to kind of correct him, but then he says, I am now getting another kind of a guidance altogether. See, I am getting a different kind of guidance altogether. He would hear the muffled demon. So that voice is always muffled in us, you see. Luckily, in the case of the cow, that voice is never muffled. It immediately senses this is a poisonous weed and avoids and goes away. It never muffles, you see. Unless you give too much of drug to the cow, medicine, for whatever reasons it be, you see, then that faculty gets dull. Then you cannot really respond properly, you see.